Good afternoon. Happy Sunday afternoon. How's your weekend going? I have to stop and think sometimes, what day is this? Yeah, that's my problem, which is not a problem at all. Our days are so similar, right? One runs into another. And without a daily job to go to, that's nothing there to break that. Well, now we have Sock Madness started, and I have socks started. Also have everything all over it. This is what I have so far. Believe it or not, that's doubled. That is a cuff. I mean, it is folded over, and if you look real close, right, well, that's a bad place, but I dropped some stitches and I had to. But if you look real close along this line right here, that's where I folded it up on the purl row and made a cuff. So it has a doubled over, knitted together cuff to start it out. This is a cream color. It is a yarn from Hobby Lobby or something like that. It's called Woolike. It's an acrylic. It's super, super soft. And this is very stretchy. So far, so good. But this is as far as I got, because what I was going to talk to you about is when I was streaming. Did I sign in? When I was streaming Thursday night, I found out they released the Sock Madness pattern. And of course it was like, oh, I got to go look at it. And, I went and got all settled in and took one look at that pattern and said, no. I was so disappointed. It was like, no. It's intarsia. And intarsia is knitting where you don't strand in the back. Okay? So you use lots and lots of little bits of yarn in either bobbins or butterflies or tiny balls or whatever. And I have never knit intarsia. And I've knit stranded, and stranded socks are just terrible to try and get to fit. They're always too small because that stranding pulls it in wherever the pattern is. So it makes perfect sense to use intarsia. But I have never done it, and for it to be the qualifier, we have a full 2 weeks to do it, right, for us to do it, but for it to be a qualifier just overwhelmed me. I was like, there is no way I can make 2 socks completely out of something I don't know how to do. So I let it on the back burner in my brain for a while. Here comes Newman. I knew he'd come talk to us. Come on, buddy. Come on up here. He was asleep on the bed when I was setting up for the stream, which is why I said, I think we might have a Newman visit this time. And so anyway, yes, they are fiddly. And for 2 days, I said, I'm not doing it. I told my best friend, I'm not doing it. She's not doing it either. She never does. I kept trying to convince myself, I'm not doing this. But then yesterday, I went ahead and pulled a yarn for the sock, the base, right? Not for the intarsia part yet, but for the base. And I sat down and I knit most of what you see there. I knit 4 rows this morning that we're just stockinette to set up for the upcoming intarsia. So anyway, I'm doing it, but my statement is I want to knit these socks. There's so much I want to learn. I want to knit these socks. I am not putting any pressure, I am not putting any pressure on myself to get them finished in the qualifier time. I have the pattern. I can knit this pair of socks. If I don't qualify, I won't be part of Sock Madness. That's all well and good. It's not usually how I approach Sock Madness. Usually I get the qualifier knit so that I can get the patterns, but then I don't usually go on, or I get one knit and get in the cheerleading team, which, I can get the patterns and as they come out instead of waiting. But, you know, now I am challenged to knit the sock, not for Sock Madness, but just for the experience of the Intarsia. Let me switch cameras here so we can say hello to Newman. I'll have to bring this over here. Watch your eyes here. There is my tuxedo buddy, Newman. Don't be thinking about getting up on that table. No. Show off your coat. There we go. Show off your spats. Yeah. And if I turned off the music, you might even be able to hear him purr. Let's see. Can we get purring? Yeah. He is very rarely in this room when I stream, and he was asleep on the bed. So I just knew he'd come and talk to me if I started talking. That's what he does. Yeah, that's what you do. You have white whiskers. Show off your whiskers. Look at the camera. Turn around here. Look in the camera. Look at that. Yeah. Pretty white whiskers. So I went ahead this morning and went through all my sock yarn, and I mean, you could get, there's 19 colors, I think, 18 colors that you need, but you don't have to. They recommend a minimum of 4 colors, and what it is a girl who is done as a black silhouette holding a whole bunch of balloons, which are done in colors. And the girl is flying away on the sock. It's really cute. And I went ahead and pulled for the balloons, and I have it sitting on this table over here that's right over here. What I want to do during this stream is go ahead, we don't use the whole ball. We use just a certain amount of this yarn because it's for a balloon, right? It's probably at the most 30 stitches in one sock. So generally it's like a meter or 4.5 meters per sock. And I don't know if my ruler has meters on here or not. Nope, it doesn't. That's too bad. I'll double check and just probably use the ruler to measure it off. But anyway, I thought I would go ahead and get the yarns cut for the 2 socks. Since now I've made the decision I'm going to make them, I'm going to go ahead and cut these yarns into a little more than what it calls for so that I have it, and then I'll put the sock yarns back. But it looks really funny. I just posted it on Discord, this picture like, the first sock uses all this sock yarn. Like you're making a sock to cover a giant's foot. Don't be rubbing on my yarn. You'll knock it off. You want to sit this way now? Okay. There we go. The thing is, he might be content to sit here this whole stream. I can't do that long. When I do sit down in my comfy chair, he is all about falling asleep and just staying there for a long time. Aw. Yeah. I left the door open for you. You can get out if you want. Yes, I left the door open for you. So I'm just drinking my final cup of coffee for the day. Yeah. Oh, does that feel good? I also been watching a few streamers who have been. Atomic Stacy is the main one. She is moving right along on her socks, and I've been. That was the other thing was I did read all the posts when the sock came out about doing it and what questions people ask. Kind of helped me a little bit with all my nervousness, and watched it. A couple people knitting on it. It's ugly. It's ugly to knit. I mean, it's you got ends sticking out everywhere. Um, you know, and ironically, you don't have to have the ends woven in to submit the sock and qualify. You can qualify with the ends not woven in. So a lot of people don't plan to do that. They just plan to push them aside and take the photo because you have to take a photo of both the inside and the outside. But are you done? You gonna go? Okay. See you later, alligator. All right, let's move to this yarn. Or move the yarn to the camera. I gotta move this camera because I did move it. I'm not sure I can get the whole table in here. This is, let's see here, not the best I can do. Unfortunately, I don't have a wide angle camera. Thinking I can go sideways, sort of. All right, well, what I will do is go like this. We're going to start up here with this blue. Now, let's see if I can post a picture of this sock. A link, I mean. Oh, we have 3 people finished with it. Where am I putting this? Desktop. Okay. It can be on my desktop. Maybe. There they are. Okay. That don't work. I didn't need to download it. I needed to copy this in Ravelry and go to it. I don't have it in my project, so it's in somebody else's project. Lech is the name of it. I don't know if it's German Lech or something else. Okay. That at least you can go and see the balloons and why there's so many colors. Most people are making the sock sky blue, and as you can see, I had a sky blue, but I really decided I didn't want sky blue socks because I didn't think I would had enough variation in colors to pop against a sky blue, and that's why I made white. I decided to make white. So, also, the girl is made out of black, and this is some gorgeous black Shetland that I spun. That is a natural colored black. So I'm going to do, it's a little thicker than it should be, but I'm going to do the girl in this. And I'm really excited about that because this is such a pretty black. What I have here is, I need to divide the black into two balls. That's what I'm going to be doing, is dividing the dark into two balls. I'm going to do that last. I need to do my sock color, that white. There are 11 where I need a meter, half meter to a meter for intarsia work, or for work during the knitting. And the balloons, like I said, there are 18, at the most 2 meters, at the least 0.5 meters. And that's what these are. So I have tags. I'm going to mark them. And first of all, I have to double check. I didn't bring a meter mark, measuring thing marked a meter. So let me pull up. Let me put this over here. Yards to meters. I used to know this, but I want to double check. Okay, yards to meters, 1 yard is just under a meter, so I need to go more than a yard. Oh, and I didn't bring a yardstick either. What do I have here? Just 12 inches? Yeah. All right. Well, that's all right. It'll work. It'll work. So I need to just like do 4. If it's a yard, I'll just do 4 wraps of the ruler, which is 12 inches. So let's start with these and get them off my table, because I am going to have to attach the ball winder to it. Some of these out. And I have a bag to stick my yarns back in. This is what I really hate, though. I don't want to rewind all these, so I am going to be taking it from the outside on almost everything. Let me write here what this is. Let me find my pen. And let's put the music back up because I need music. All right. Oh, I'm going to need 2 of these if I want, because this is the 2 meters is per sock. I have no faith this is going to work, that I'll have enough yarn and that whole 9 yards. I really don't. All right. That's a yard. That's 2 yards and some extra. Double check. 3 wraps is a yard. Okay. If anybody has a better idea how to do this, just speak right up. Oh wait, I put my 2 together. Oh well, I can do that. I'm not going to make both socks same time. I can put the 2 together. Well, I already cut this. All right, that's 1 yard. 2. No, this is 1 sock. But I can put both socks on this, especially on the smaller. Try not to pull tight. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It just doesn't seem like enough. I mean, that's it right there. Hi, Knitter. Oh, are you doing the Sock Madness sock? This is for the Sock Madness sock. Here, you may not have the link. Here's the link. It's on Ravelry. Not mine. I don't have my project page made yet. But it has balloons, and it uses multiple colors. And it's knit by Intarsia. So, I have my socks started. The background is going to be white. So this is my sock so far. And then all of these colors are going to be balloons. So I'm cutting off little strands to knit the balloons. So I don't have to have all these balls of yarn attached to the project at the same time. Alright, now this pink is a little harder. It's 1.5 meter per sock. I think I'll just make it 2 meters. And you know, it's going to be a lot easier. Well, do I want to put it all together in the... I think I will. I think I'll just make one that I use for both socks. So this is going to be B2. And unfortunately, to work in the... Oh, please have an end here. To work in this here, I didn't bring a yardstick in. I'm using a 12-inch, so I have to wrap 3 times per yard. Or meter. Close enough. I was hoping I could find an end on the outside here. Gotta be. That's why I hate these cake style yarns instead of pole balls. There's gotta be an end. I will confess, I am doing this on stream because I'm not sure I would have had the patience to sit and finish this. I think I would have walked away frustrated. Well, I may not be able to find the end. No, that's not it. Is it? Oh, shoot. I didn't think about what I'm going to do if I can't find an end on the outside. I'm going to have to... I'd have to ball it up. I'd still have to find the end. There it is. Sitting right there looking at me. Okay. So, this is 1.5. I'm going to say 2 meters. That's 6. I'm really overcompensating and putting extra on here, but it's all right. Quite a mess of this ball. This one lost its label, but I know it's the same as that blue I just did. It's just, wherever I got that, it's the same. Same type of yarn. I just bought a bunch of different colors. Alright, this one, I love this. It sparkles! I can't wait to make socks just out of this. But I am going to go ahead and see if I can take this from the outside here. This is 2 meters. This yarn all seems so fine. That white that I'm knitting with just seems so fine. I haven't been knitting with sock yarn for quite a while, and this feels All of it feels like lace weight to me instead of sock. Um, you guys are helping me do this. I'm serious. I know this is crazy to be doing on stream, but I don't think I would. If I didn't have to sit here anyway, right? Oh, I just cut that. I shouldn't have cut it. That's what I get for talking. All right. Let's see what it measures. I need 2 meters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, plenty. 8. This is called airing the stash. And that's a pun, you know, I'm putting it on the air, on Twitch, on the air. Okay, some more wool like. I wonder if I can find an end in this easily. Yep. Love this yarn. Alright. This is B4. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. when you buy sock yarn that commercials have dyed, it is a much thicker. It really is. This is more like what I was used to. Some of that, I swear, that's some of that wool like that I bought was awfully thin for sock yarn. May not have been sock yarn. May have been lace weave. Alright, what am I on? B5 is dark green. Meters. So I think my balloons are going to look a little skimpy with that yarn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. It's kind of hard when you have, as I do, certain likes and colors, and so all of your sock yarns tend to be somewhat like that. I have a lot of pinks and greens, you notice. Yeah. So that's all right. Six, 7, 8. Now I have to remember here. Okay. Mary Maxim yarns are not notorious for just coming out of the middle here, unfortunately. Oh, it's too bad. I hoped I'd just find an end. Excuse me. Here's this end on the outside. We're just going to take that. All right. This is some of my hand spun that I had just a tiny piece of. I need 0.5 meters, so that's 1 meter. I am just going to put all of this, I think, together. Hopefully I remember. I should remember. All right, 1.5 meters of the gray. Vintage Sew Girl. 24 people. We will say hello. Give them a little time to get out of the ads. Welcome, Raiders. I know you may still be stuck in an ad, but we'll talk here in just a minute. Welcome. Vintage Sew Gal, thank you so much for the raid. Alright, this is, I need 1.5. Hello. How was your raid, Vintage? What are you up to right now? I am measuring out yarn for the Sock Madness sock. The balloons, if you've seen it. You were diamond painting today. That sounds fun. Thank you for the follows. Holly, thank you. A poetic side. That sounds cool. You were watching, yes, so you did see this madness. It is truly madness. And I can't believe that I'm attempting it. So far I have this much. I am making my base white, okay, and this is the cuff right there, so it's doubled and knitted together there, and then I have right up to where I'm going to start on the chart with the balloons and stuff. So this is what I have so far. Not as far as Atomic Stacy, because I waffled for 2 days before actually deciding I was going to do it. Yeah, these are crazy. And I am going to make them. I don't know that I'm going to get it done in time to qualify, even getting one done where you can be on a cheerleading team. I just am going to do this to learn Intarsia, because I have never done Intarsia before. And I wanted to learn it. So I am making all the short strands for the balloons right now. Oops. Thank you for the raid. Thank you and welcome everybody. Normally, my name is Yarn Spinner's Tales, and normally I am spinning yarn. Today, because of Sock Madness and its deadline, I have decided to mess with other yarns in other ways. But most of the time when you come by, you'll see me spinning yarn. Hello, Nematode. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see an old friend. I have a knot. And I may just cut this all off. This is some of my hand spun. This is a cushy wool. Very soft. And I have just made a royal mess of it. You were crazy busy? several family members got sick, then you went to take care of them, got sick yourself. Oh no, things are good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're back home. I'm glad you're better. I'm glad your family's better. And what a bunch of things to be responsible adult about. I am doing good. I am doing good. I waffled about doing this sock for 2 days, so I'm kind of behind. But, excuse me, I decided that I would do it on my own terms. I want to make it. I just gonna make it on my own timetable here. So, getting all these yarns ready. And like I said, this is some of my hand spun. I didn't mark what it is. Oh, this is, I imagine, one of my unknown breeds. When I don't specifically mark it, that just means it's a wool that I had no idea what it was. Okay, now this one is 1.5, and this is, I don't have a yardstick, I have a 12-inch, so that's, each yard's 3 wraps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm being generous, 6. And each of these are little bits that we use for making the balloons on the pattern. Karen's mom, another one I haven't seen forever. Welcome. How are you? Good to see you. With your puppy dog. Nemi says, I want to try a lot of new things this year. I got a really long list. And you're the reason Spinning Yarn is on it. Aw. Well, you're going to have to tell me all about it. You guys want to, I don't know if everybody's on my Discord, but you're more than welcome to join and post all your adventures. Let's see if this works. There we go. There's my Discord. Okay. Which one am I on here? Oh, this is B7. 1.5. Wait. There are, I'm almost halfway. There are 17 of these little bits. You have a trainee today. Oh, okay. I hope that's going well. I taught a lot. When, I worked in the lab, and it wasn't students. We didn't do students. We did, I didn't need this. But we get new employees. And I did quite a bit of teaching. Alright, so I have the 2 white, right? I have 2 white, okay. White's done. Pink's next. No, teal is next. This one's next. And it's 2 yards. Okay, Nemi, thank you. Your latest little project, which you're currently eating. Ooh. I'll go take a look here in a sec. Before I do this teal color. Where's my Discord? Oh, that's adorable. And you just made it? Never too late to make a gingerbread house. like your little icing. Did you buy those, or did you use a tip to make those snowflakey looking things on there? I like those. All right, Teal gets 2 yards. I love gingerbread. I love gingerbread cookies, gingerbread man. I don't care for ginger snaps. You know, that you buy that are really, they're very gingery. I don't care for those too much. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't believe it. My cat is staying in this room with me. He's over there sleeping. I guess he's got a warm spot. You made it 2 days ago. Your family was having a big dinner yesterday. But I couldn't make it, so I gave them the house for dessert, and they gave me some pieces back. What you're eating now. Were there kids there? I bet they enjoyed that if it were. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you that with that. You know, make it and then eat it. Hubby and I cruise, and a lot of times we end up taking December cruises earlier in the month, but the cruise ship bakers always make gingerbread houses in December. They're not for eating, they're display only. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have some photos. 7. That really was a whole village, you know, that they had done several different times on different cruises, different ships. So it's a thing. They must, the bakers must really enjoy making the gingerbread houses for the holiday. We're making progress here. The pink is also, all of these are 2 yards. This just was your first one? Oh, the store. Oh, okay. Okay, well I was going to say they were so regular and neat and everything. I was like, oh man, she's a cake decorator. Hey, kitty boy. I don't have a lap right now for you. I'm in the middle of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where do I go on cruises? Your brother works on a cruise ship. Oh, we go on NCL. I don't know what cruise line he works for, but we have done mostly the Caribbean, but we did do Alaska, Hawaii last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But mostly we go out of Florida, Miami. Okay. Gotta find an end on this one. Here it is. You'd love to do a Caribbean one? You live in Germany, so you've mostly been to Scandinavia. A little bit of Eastern and Southern Europe and North Africa. You want to go somewhere with palm trees and pretty white beaches. Oh, yeah, I know. And yet, I have done that, and I would love to see Scandinavia. It's so far away. I don't like to fly. That's my biggest problem. Flying to the summit where these cruises are. Oh, I have to cut this. We can swap places, yes. Use an eco board or your cruise ship. Cruise sheep. Yeah, speaking of which, I would love to go to the British Isles. Scotland. Absolutely. Love to see some of the wool raising places. Okay, now this gets a little tricky here. I gotta figure out. This was B10. Pine green is B11. So this is pine green. Okay. I'd have to. Oh dear. You don't want to become an old gray-haired lady, huh? I could do the red wig. I don't know about the piercing. I have pierced ears. Yeah. That's all right. I mean, I did enjoy going to the beaches in the Caribbean, and sometimes it's very hot, especially when they go to a couple of the ports that are over in Mexico. Oh, it seems like Mexico is always so hot. One, two, three, six, seven, eight. You'll do it. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell if hair is gray or blonde. You know, so white it's a blonde or a blonde white. I do know that. All right, this is pine green, E11. It really isn't possible. You'd have to go just a really, really blonde and bleach it. Yeah, I know. It's not. Definitely don't do that. You know, it'll be there. Red hair, uh, I think it turns up pretty white too. Of course, some of that is genetic. Um, Mine went pretty white because that's what my grandmother had. My mom, not so much, but her hair got ruined by having chemotherapy. It grew back, but it wasn't ever really the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Only time will tell. Alright. We are gradually coming to the end of this project here. This part of it. And we're going to have to wind some bulbs of the main black and white. Alright, now we need navy. This is also some of my... Oh no, this is not handspun. I've never had a navy. I don't think I've ever had a successful navy dye. Oh man, I could be getting so much knitting done. This is a nuisance. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I didn't like that. Right there. I'm going to cut that off. A thinned area. I'm still.
Check it.
No, I'm still streaming.
So, do I check the thing for oil? Grease in the pan.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Karen's, I just missed yours. You snuck in there. Yours is white, except for the back is still kind of darkish. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Almost done here. I have to do, I have to do the blue and the pink again. Because I didn't have, so I'm going to do these two again. But first, this is next. B13. This is for the Sock Madness sock. Here we go. Here's a link. It's on Ravelry. And it's socks that have balloons of all different colors on it. So it only takes a little bit of yarn, and instead of having all the balls attached, I'm doing little bits of yarn. It's a standard intarsia procedure for running a lot of colors side by side. Oh, it won't let you see it? Huh. Okay. I don't know if I have it anywhere else. Let's see. I do on... Oh, I'll post it on my Discord. I'll go post it on my Discord. Current project. Let's see here. Okay, how do I get this off of... Wait a minute. I think I'm going to have to do this on my iPad. That's where the photo is, I think. You have the Discord. Hi, Knots. Do you have Neme? Do you have my Discord? I haven't gotten it on there yet, but that's where I'm going with it. It'll work. It's so easy on my iPad. Bingo. There you go. Okay, so the socks that I'm for Sock Madness are listed now on my Discord, and the yarns that I have been cutting up, I'll show you all of them, but there are basically 18 yarns that make those balloons, and that's what I've been working on here. So let's see, because that's where I'm at in the pattern. So each of them use like 2 yards. All of this information is set up in the pattern. How you divide these yarns up into these small amounts so that you are just working with small amounts and labeling the different numbers and everything like that. It's all in the pattern. Now the pattern is only available to people who are registered for Sock Madness this year. So the pattern will eventually be available to everybody on Ravelry, but right now it's just a Sock Madness pattern. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I was saying at the beginning of this stream is I am going to make these socks, but I am not pushing myself to qualify, to even get it done by the time the qualify goes on. I just am making it a goal to learn Intarsia by working on these socks at my own pace and get them made. You bought wool in the same kind of gray color? Is that what you mean by petrol color? You want to knit yourself a scarf and hat. You've not knitted in years? Oh. Yeah. That's sock yarn. I every once in a while I buy a color. I think I'll make us a pair of socks for my hubby, but I don't think he'd wear them, so I never have. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or did you mean pink? Teal. Oh, you call it petrol, huh? Teal is what I call it, yeah. I love that color. Alright, so this is a green variegated, and it's B14. Sometimes the words you use in German sound like they would be derived from English, so you automatically use them that way. But in English, you actually use a completely different word. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh, where did I get a piece of straw? You call a mobile phone handy. But when you talk about having a handy with somebody in English, they wouldn't know what you mean. You are so right. Handy. Because you hold them in your hand, huh? I didn't know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Newman, are you looking for a sit down on my lap here? You wanting to sit on my lap a minute? Hang on a second here. I have 2 more to do, but I can take a break. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. You're being addressed. Come on. They want to see you. Come on. There you are. All right, let's get the camera on you. There you go, buddy. This is Newman. He is a tuxedo kitty. He's been with us, oh, I think about 6 years. Oh, come here. Don't go on my table. Come here. Come on. A well-dressed gentleman. Yes, he is. He's a well-dressed gentleman. Show off your... Yeah, there you go. Spats and all, huh? All right. You aren't cooperating. You want to sit on my table, not my lap. I want you to sit on my lap. I want you to face the camera. There you go. There you go. His table now, yeah. Up high, up in the tree. Does he like to play with your balls of yarn? No, actually. I knit him a mouse out of gray handspun, and he plays with that because I put a little catnip in it when I made it. But he's mostly, because we have country land, he is an outdoor hunter and gets his own playthings and eats them. Yeah, there we go. Let's get you up here. There we go. Pretty gold eyes. Yeah. Trying to get the camera. Yeah. And I intentionally have not ever made him a ball of yarn or anything, right? So that he would mistakenly then grab yarn thinking that it was the same thing. But he's a well-behaved cat, yeah. He's a very well-behaved kitty. Such a gentleman. Got his white whiskers. He has one black whisker. It's so funny. The rest are white. Yeah, he's our only cat. I used to have multiple cats, but when they all had passed away and we were starting over, if we had gotten kittens, I would have gotten several. But I got him as a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, and I wasn't going to put him through adjusting with another. I made him the only cat. So he's spoiled. He's our spoiled cat. Yeah, I still can't get your face in the camera, can I? Yeah, you're camera shy. Turn around. There you go. My time is flying by. I'm almost done. 2 hours, and I've spent it all doing this yarn stuff. No knitting done or nothing. Petting the cat, too. Yeah, I need a water break here. Okay, buddy. Can I get back to work? You could sit on the table. Yeah, I know. That'll scare you off. Okay. So we got two more colors, 4 more tags. I need. Okay, now. Nazi, yes, I'm going to talk to you just a minute. I forgot, but I did. Thank you so much for stopping by and talking and sticking around, Nematode. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good week ahead. And I'll see you whenever you can make it back. Thanks and take care. Alright, I'm kind of cleaning up my mess here. Yes, Nuts, I saw your wheel. And I didn't comment in there in Discord because it's like, man, it's happening so fast, right? You're getting parts and I am just so impressed. I can't wait to see it all done. Is it all going to be that yellow, or are you going to have different colors on it? What am I doing here? B16. Oh, okay. I have to get this out too, because this one, whichever this one is also B15. That's what was throwing me off. Okay. The drive wheel is going to be purple with yellow gold accents. Oh, wow. That sounds so neat. Will you use cord? Have you found rubber or tubing or for the drive band? Have you planned that out? Okay, gotta do this blue and pink and I'll be done with this. We need 2 yards of each. Not entirely sure what the rest of the color of the parts will be yet. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it expensive to buy the substance that you use on the 3D printer? I have no idea what kind of cost you have to run into for that. Bulky yarn or paracord? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just depends on, okay, when you make your wheel and your drive band runs through whatever slot, you have to find something that'll fit in there. I bet you'd do better with braiding up some hand spun, depending on how thick or thin you need it. It's probably a pretty bulky band because you probably have a pretty wide slot there. Which is pretty good because when you first get
the wheel out, the drive wheel out, and that slot, it, it may have, I don't know, it may have a roughness that'll be friction on the drive band.
I don't know if you can sand that material or not. The cost of plastic starts around $20 a kilogram and goes up from there. Okay. It doesn't mean enough to me to know how much that relates to what you would use to make your wheel. How many? I realize kilogram relates to a certain amount of pounds. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like you should be able to get a lot out of that, but I may be wrong. Last one here. Oh, and this coughed up a hairball here. I'll have to rewind it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I won't have to rewind it. I'm going to be using it up. Excuse me. Drive wheels printed in 13 pieces. The central hub, 6 spokes, okay, and 6 pegs that hold the rim together. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I see that. Actually, woodworkers would make the drive wheel the same way. You know, like if I look at my Ashford, I can see the pieces of wood they used to make the round wheel. Okay.
I need to do my black into 2 balls. Let's see here. And this is what I just finished doing. So here's all the balloon colors. I had duplicated the pink and the blue, but let's get the camera back on that. There we go. So that's one set, and then I have the other set. The designer has put a few videos on YouTube demonstrating how to assemble and use the wheel. From the videos, you can tell it's a rather chatty wheel. Aha! Okay. Yeah. And then, of course, since I'm doing 2 socks, I have 2 groups here. So I am going to put group 2 into this bag. I'm going to put group 1 on top of it. I'm going to get my ball winder out here. Well, let's see here. I guess I'll do it this way. Because I think I may put this black yarn across. Oh no, it's a 2-yard skein. I can't do that. There's way more yarn here than I need, but I must have submitted this to the state fair. I self-tied it with the black Shetland. This might be. Oh. This is an end. Oh yeah, it went in. I did Turtle Fleece in 22. I need 2 balls of this, right? Yeah. don't think I can go over my allotted time here. I'll do these 2 balls and that'll be it for the stream. Hubby's kind of minding the supper that's in the oven and not real comfortable with that. I do have to split my white, that's the main sock color, into 2 balls too, and that's going to take quite a while. So I'm not so sure I have to. I have to do little bits. I don't have to split the ball into 2. I have to do little bits, just like I did with the colors, but with that white to fill in some areas of the intarsia. Oh dear, I have a mess here. I wonder if that's enough black.
Electric vehicles are worth watching, and there's an EV that's right for just about every lifestyle. Head to xenonev.com to learn more.
I think this is the other end of this causing this problem. I knew I shouldn't have done this without a Swift. It's my fault for doing that. Alright, this is going alright. It's just slow. I may just knit from a ball on this. Oh no, big mess. Can't get this on camera at all. Sorta. There we go. It looks like so much yarn in a skein. You're winding up in a ball and it doesn't look like that much. I forget. Okay, how many yards was this? 140 yards. Might need that for the two girls. 2 socks. This is at least better than trying to wind it on the ball winder because of all the things I have to go in and out through. You like the look of the socks, but you're not knitting them? Yes, I totally understand. It took me 2 days to even think about trying. And then I decided, okay, if I'm not going to, I'll do them, but I'm not going to do the competition. I'll just do the socks. Oh man, I have a mess here. Okay. See if I can start at the other end. You didn't even sign up to try. I hadn't seen the socks when I signed up. I mean, I just saw the list of, the only thing they'll give you ahead of time is the list of materials. I don't like it when the pattern says, just use scraps. I don't really have scraps of yarn. I guess I don't knit enough to get scraps. So close. Oh, come on. Maybe I can put this down here now.
You got a lot going on anyway. Well, I have, the last couple of years I've been part of it, but not going to this year. Okay, I am going to go take a peek at Twitch and see if there's anybody to raid. Soft Goth Love is cross stitching. Playing the Mud is on. Deliria. Crafty Stuff. Good Right Hook is just chatting. Vendrilli, I don't know. B23D, I don't know. 3D printing. Meepergon. Mr. Hurl, Legos. Okay. Let's go look at Toasty Treats. Oh, she's journaling.
Doing it.
Okay. Let's look at the cross stitch. There we go. We'll do. Oh. Okay. Soft Goth Love. Hopefully she stays on. We will go rate her. She's got a pretty cross stitch going.
Well, I just know I was mentioning to move right up to the day of this.
Hope you all can join her for a little bit.
I was
Thank you,
my
everybody.
figure usually transitions, so that's why I'm like, sometimes she doesn't need some space. Ooh, that
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me with this crazy yarn thing today. At least you got a little kitten time. He's not a kitten, but yeah, at least there was a cat, right? So let's go raid and say hello to Soft Goth Love. And
I gotta figure out what symbol I want to use next, too.
now the cat leaves. He's leaving. He says, "You're done. I'm
I want
leaving."
to go back to one of the ones I've already started. I have this if you left.
Oh, it must not be an exclamation point. It must be a, yeah. I did the wrong thing again.
The original landing in Oklahoma was scheduled for 18, I got it at 11.
Thank you. Nuts. It's always good to see you, and I like chatting with you. So, take care, everybody. Have a good week. I'll be back Tuesday morning, and I'll be knitting. That's what I'll be doing. See you all. Bye.